Greetings, Internet, and welcome back for another episode of Fun Size. Only for today's video, we're doing a little bit more of a, we'll say, grande size. A full size, if you will. If it wasn't evidenced by this that I'm wearing upon my head, we're going to be taking a look at something from Burger King. Yes, the Burger Sovereign. And as such, we're just going to get right into it because there's a bit of food I need to check out. Well, not that I need to check out because, well, not sponsored in any way, shape, or form. I just decided that, well, I got paid today. Why not splurge a little bit? Why not, put the gastrointestinal system of mine to a little bit of a systems test, as it were. So with that said, we're just going to jump right into it. Also, it should have been evidenced from the title right down here, what we're looking at today. So for today's video, let's actually just get started instead of me just rambling. Because I do that too much. At least I feel that I do. Let me know in the comment section down below. Do I ramble too much at the start of my videos? And speaking of starting, to start this whole shebang off, I decided to treat myself to a large size Burger King onion rings because, well, Burger King's onion rings, they're not the best onion rings around. My personal favorite are from A&W, but they're serviceable. They get the job done, and they are okay. Now, for those of y'all who did not actually read the title down below, we're going to be taking a look at some of Burger King's chicken sandwich offerings. Uh-oh. I think they might have messed up my order just a bit. Hold on, folks. Let me check something real quick. Son of a Ben and Jerry's. Well, everyone, sit tight. I'll be back. And we're back. Had to spend another little bit of money. Thankfully, not as much as on the other two sandwiches. Long story short, like I said, I got paid today. Had to go do a couple errands, and while I was out, we stopped by some fast food place, aka Burger King, by the way, not sponsored in any way, shape, or form. And we ordered a little bit of food. My friend got a sandwich, got some onion rings. I got 3 sandwiches, got some onion rings. Well, actually, no, they got 2 sandwiches, whatever. And I also got myself a chocolate milkshake, which just, even before, having to sit around until I got to it, it looked weird like this. I'm going to guess their shake machine was running low on chocolate syrup or something. Because, like, all the syrup's down there, and it's got, like, the splatter up there, like they were just adding the ice cream, and then, when it reached the end of the ice cream or whatever, I don't know. And we got the food there. And for whatever reason, it was $5.79 per sandwich, from this particular set of sandwiches. At the place I just went to, to get the last one I needed for this set, was $4.99. You live and you learn, right? But anyway, so I finally got the trio of these sandwiches. Technically, it's a quattro, it's a quintet, I think is the word for it, because there's the original chicken sandwich along with these 3. Regardless, I now have the American chicken sandwich, the Mexican chicken sandwich, and the uninitialed, but still very obviously, Italian chicken sandwich. And I say obviously because you can smell the marinara sauce through the wrapper. Although, oddly, it almost smells like Castleberry's chili. Don't know what to think about that, so I'm not going to. Alright. So I got myself my large onion rings, like I showed you all before, which are now fairly cold. They're still edible, but they're cold. The sandwiches still feel kind of warm. So without further ado, I'm going to take a swig of my shake. Once I've finished off this onion ring. There we are. Alright, so to start off this little taste testing review thingamabob we're doing here, I'm going to take a bite out of the American. It's already got an extra piece of lettuce in here. I was thinking of that one guy, I forget what his name is, but he calls lettuce crunchy water. He was the one who kind of had a little bit of a hit with Schmo Yo-Ho's "Oh my goodness, oh my damn, oh my goodness, they going ham." Look at the that song. And if you know who I'm talking about, feel free to leave it in the comment section down below. But here's what it looks like right out of the wrapper. The main difference between this and the regular original chicken sandwich, according to the sign, is there's supposed to be tomato and lettuce and obviously cheese. And obviously, there we are. Kind of see the tomatoes right there. We got the lettuce, and we got the mayonnaise, and we got that cheese. Gonna say it doesn't look that bad. For one that I just, drove up to the window and said, "Hey, can I have this sandwich?" It doesn't look too far from the image on the page, the image on the board. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get a bite. To your health and to mine. I don't know why I'm doing the weird accents, but it works. It just works. And Made sure to get a little bit of everything. Okay. That is a serviceable sandwich. The chicken's nice and well chickeny. The mayo and the tomato play well off of each other, as does the cheese and the lettuce. I'm gonna go ahead and give myself a second bite. Okay, that one had more cheese than tomato. Regardless, that's pretty tasty. If I can, before they wind up getting rid of these sandwiches, at the very least I will be getting that one again. Alright. No. Actually, yeah, I'll use the shake as a palate cleanse. Like I did with that initial onion ring. Figures, as soon as I leaned forward to grab my drink, I got something in my eye. Don't you hate that? Now, I'm going to move on to the Mexican chicken sandwich. Now, I'm not sure what's so, quote-unquote, Mexican about it, other than, like, right off the bat, we've got what appears to be some fried jalapenos. Yep, that's definitely a jalapeno. I feel my sinuses are tingling from the whiff off of that. Yeah, the whiff off of that. What the heck? And for y'all's viewing pleasure, I'm going to go ahead and hold this up so y'all can see what it looks like. Right out of the packaging, right out of the bag. And then we peel off that top bun, or peel it back a little bit. And I can't tilt this too much, otherwise I'm going to dump a lot of those spicy jalapeno thingies on the floor, but it looks like it's got a spicy sauce along with the spicy jalapenos. And as a matter of fact, just to be sure, actually that's not sauce, that's just cheese. Hold on. Yeah, there's a bit of a spicy sauce. Regardless, I'm going to wrap that back up again. Then I'm going to take myself a bite. Being a fan of spicy things, this one's probably going to be fairly good. So again, to your health, everybody. Okay, those jalapeno things add a bit of an extra chew to it, because as you saw, there are a lot of them on this thing. And that spicy sauce added to this is fairly good. It's almost like, that's what it tastes like. To anyone who's ever had the little jars of Totino, or no, not the Fritos queso dip, that is what that tastes like. It's like Fritos queso dip added to an original chicken sandwich with some spicy, crispy jalapeno thingies. I like it. I honestly like that combination. Going in for bite number 2. Yep, that is exactly what a cheese sauce tastes like. Fritos, watch, is it Fritos or Totino's? It's Totino's. Regardless, that is not a bad sandwich. Not by any stretch of the imagination. Alright. Well, I'll say this. It's not bad if you're okay with spice. It's not going to burn your tongue off. But it's got that nice, cheesy, flavorful heat. There we go. Because this is one of my pet peeves. So when you got something that's like, you know, it's proclaimed to be the spicy sandwich, or the spicy this thing or that ever, and you take a bite of it, and that's all you get. Like, you don't taste the burger and or the chicken or whatever the sandwich or initially had on it. It just like singes off all your taste buds, and you just get like the heat of that spicy sauce or that spicy thing that they put on it. I don't like sandwiches like that. When I'm having a spicy sandwich, I want it to be flavorful and be spicy. You know what I mean? Kind of like the KFC sweet heat chicken sandwiches they had a while back. I think I've updated, pretty sure I uploaded that. That sandwich review should be right up here. But yeah, I do. So far, I do actually recommend these sandwiches. The American more so than the Mexican sandwich, only because I know there are a lot of people out there who are not great with spice. If you're good with spice, then I recommend them both equally. If you're not good with spice, go for the American chicken sandwich. Another palate cleanse. Alright. To put an end to this trilogy, I shall now take a taste of the Italian chicken sandwich. Alright, so as suspected, once again, as predicted, it's literally just one of the regular chicken sandwiches with marinara sauce and mozzarella cheese. At least that's what the sign said it was, mozzarella cheese. Let's see, is the other side more photogenic? No, I got the most photogenic side. Burp coming up. Excuse me. At least I warned you all this time. Alright, but yeah, it doesn't look too bad. It is kind of, sort of swimming in that marinara, though. Hoping I'm not going to dump any of this on the floor or myself. Well, as I did with the other two, let's see if I can pry off that top bun. Because it could be one of those situations where it's like welded to the rest of the sandwich with the cheese. Okay, it's kind of coming away. Good, good. And, come on. Come on, sandwich bun. Okay, there we go. Just, there we are. Alright. So, here's the sandwich, what it looks like on the inside. Lots of marinara, which thankfully in this case kept the top bun and the cheese separate. So, wrapping up the end, opening up this end, And so, again, to your health, everyone. It's okay. Basically, that's all I can say about it, really. It's okay. It tastes like they took the marinara they used for their cheese sticks and just like added this to that, added that to this. And cheese is fairly good. Unfortunately, it's not like extremely fresh. Like, I'm kind of glad for that and not glad for that at the same time. You know what I'm talking about when you got freshly melted cheese, like you get that first slice of pizza and it's just like this cheese strings all the way from your mouth to the slice. Don't quite have that here just because, you know, the sandwich has been waiting a little bit for me to take a bite out of it. So the cheese cooled a little bit. Regardless, I don't hate it. For what it is, if given the option, I would order that again. Alright, so let's wrap that back up. And then wrapping that up, let's wrap up this video. Alright, so when it comes to Burger King's trio of chicken sandwiches, honestly, I gotta say, I recommend the American one the most. Just because... Actually, why do I recommend that one the most? Okay, for the average consumer, I recommend the American one, which is literally just an original chicken sandwich with cheese, lettuce, and tomato. It'll get the job done. It's serviceable. It's tasty. If you like the original chicken sandwiches, you'll like it. To those who have a bit of a love for spice and a little bit of a love for the Mexican spices, then I do also recommend the Mexican chicken sandwich. I like this a bit more than the original chicken sandwich, so I would recommend this more to those who are fans of spice, but for those who can't take the heat, the American one will serve just fine. And as for the Italian chicken sandwich, honestly, what can you really say about it? It's just a chicken sandwich doused in marinara with slices of mozzarella cheese. You could literally take an original chicken sandwich and just get yourself an order of cheese sticks, eat those together, and boom, you're basically having the same, almost exactly the same experience as eating this. So, I can't say I recommend this one highly, but if you've got that big of a kick where you just need that fix of marinara sauce, go for it. I'm not hugely impressed, but that might be because this reminds me of the Encore chicken parmesan meals, and we have those a lot around this household, so that might be part of the reason why I'm not so fond of that one. Regardless, I do recommend these three sandwiches. If your particular Burger King has them, and you are able to actually get there, or if this video goes live before the little promotion with these goes away, I do recommend getting them. And yeah. So, thank you all so very much for tuning in and watching my content. I do truly and greatly appreciate it. And I appreciate each and every single one of you viewing this video right now. If you like what you've seen here today, please feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that little bell icon to be notified of future uploads. Once you are subscribed, you'll be glad you did. And feel free to share my videos with your friends if you think they'll like them. And if you're not sure, share it anyway. You could be surprised. And with all of that out of the way, this is your old pal Oxleymations saying, cowabunga, and I'll see y'all in the next episode. Later.